NERDSoul.
Woo! Haha! What's up, y'all? Late Ill Kid at OneYoungsta holding it down, bringing that street geek and nerd soul. What is up, my people? Today, coming with another cool episode of NERDSoul Gaming. I am chilling with NERDSoul Light, and this episode is Dead Cells or Dead Sister. We're going to be talking about the game Dead Cells. Big shout out to Dead Cells. Fun game to play. Big shout out to Steam, whatever. And sitting in for your boy C. Brown. Big shout out to Arckatron as well with the Space Bridge album. But we're going to be talking about Briarpatch. That's right. Rosario Dawson killing it, doing her thing on, of course, the one, the only, how should we say, USA Net Wizard on the show based on the novel. Peeped out the first episode, and I got a couple of thoughts. I'm wondering if I should, should try to follow this or not. You know what I'm saying? Wanting to see what y'all are thinking. Y'all digging it? Y'all having a good time or what? First thing I'll say, oh snap! Oh, that's right. Don't get hit by the arrow now. That's right. Just chop you up. That's right. They didn't even see it coming. I flipped them, hit them on the other side. Tried to hit me with the bomb, and I hit him back. And then hit him with the flip, and then hit him with the hit. The episode, the thing that got me is how this small town vibe really does. For someone, I'm from Virginia. So for someone from Virginia, that definitely there's many rural areas where it's like, kind of just like this town that they're in. What is it? San Boniface? Bonifacia? I'm sorry. I know I'm mispronouncing it. But in the town that they're in, it's just so interesting seeing, because, being from somewhere where there's a lot of rural areas, I know this town. Like, I kind of know this town. So seeing how they, how they handle it, how they conduct themselves is, I'm just so, it's very, I guess, heartwarming to see something like this on screen where it's so familiar. And from the arrival to the town to, her kind of checking into the hotel, that's definitely a familiar vibe that I know of. But at the beginning of the episode, from the color palette to kind of like how they choose to shoot the show, I'm down with. I'm definitely into it. And I love how they switch the color palette from like a yellow tint to very vibrant when they go to like Spivey's place, when she goes to sort of depose him. Oh yeah, you don't know about that electric whip, boy. Get the whip. But the way they choose to shoot the show is very interesting, and seeing, how they decide to handle our hero, the person that we're following in Rosario Dawson, is cool too, where they always kind of have her in like the hero shots. Man, I don't need none of that, man. Come on now. I don't need, get out my face with all them things. I don't need that. All right, let's get back up here. All right, yeah, let's get your climb on. All right, jump up, jump up. Hold up now. All right, take a jump. All right, there we go. Done down. All right, so, where was I at? All right, so basically showing how she's the hero and how they track her in and out of shots is something that's real fun that I really enjoy seeing. The show as a whole, though, opens up this very interesting mystery of what kind of conspiracy, what kind of, I guess, backdoor deals are going on, what kind of Step 40 vibe is surrounding this town. Because, her sister, who seemed to look like just a regular person, got blown up mob style, in the middle of the street, in broad daylight. So it's like whoever killed her sister not only is pretty ballsy for doing that to an officer in the middle of the day, but also the way they killed her. It's not like they, poisoned her. It's not like they poisoned her or, you know, maybe, you know, sent somebody with a silencer or something. You know what I'm saying? They killed her broad daylight, and then they killed the other police chief. So you add that intrigue with like, yo, somebody is killing cops in broad daylight out in front. You have her with a friend of hers that I guess you could say is, you know, is at least semi-dirty. You know what I'm saying? He said he sold defensive weapons or whatever. Like, you know, he's definitely at least a little bit on the dirty tip. He's at least slightly on the dirty tip. And lastly, you got her and the senator got something going on a sneak. So, I mean, it's not like she really needed that to complicate things. I'm not too interested in that. I think that's probably the weakest part of the story. I mean, especially with the fact that especially when you got the, you know, like tiger running around town, you got giraffes just chilling in the middle of the street, you got deer getting killed and shot up. I don't know why they had to shoot him. It kind of seemed like a waste. Oh man, brother fell down. But, you know, it seemed like a waste to me. You know what I'm saying? They could have just captured it, put like a little tranquilizer dart or something. I don't know. But there's enough here to keep me going. How are you feeling? Are you like, yo, I'm digging the show too? Man, they ain't gonna give me that rose. It was a kiss from a rose, boy, because they ain't give me that one. Are you looking for this show to do anything for you? Are you hype? Are you watching? Are you like, I ain't digging this? Because USA, you know, even though they don't have what is it? Even though, hold on, let me time this joint. Hold on, I ain't hit with a jump. Hold on. I don't want to jump and ooh, all right, come, hold on now. Oh, there we go. All right, so just having the opportunity to have her there, you know, are you interested in seeing Rosario Dawson on the small screen on USA, you know, crushing it? I mean, we had Gina Torres. I don't know if Pearson is going on, but I don't think Pearson got a second season. I'm not sure. But I mean, we have, you know, USA is taking chances, man, and you know, making shows with, you know, women of color on it. You know what I'm saying? So, one, she's a woman of color. Two, Rosario Dawson has been dope since kids, man. I've been a fan of hers forever. And then, you know, all of her work on and, you know, off the big screen, you know what I'm saying? It's just super dope to see her shine. You know what I'm saying? You know, just love how she does. Her presence on screen definitely comes with a vibe that has some power, but also some sincerity to it too. You know, you see how she has, you know, her friend and all that good stuff. You know, when it comes to, you know, Spivey and whatever they're gonna get into, you know, she has some, you know, a little bit of nurturing vibes there. So she seems fully well-rounded, and also the way she knew like how her sister lived. They ain't gonna let me in that neither. All right, they ain't gonna let me get nowhere, boy. It's tough in these streets. But you know, the way she knew her sister had lived there, the way the cop was waiting for her, I think that cop was definitely taking her to kill her. Also, I definitely think the dude, old boy from X-Men First Class, that shouldn't have died in the movie, but don't get me started, because Darwin shouldn't be able to technically die. But you know, anyway, seeing how he pretty much knew the deal about that bomb, I'm very interested to see what opens up with him. So guys, holla at me. I'm gonna holla at you down in them comments. Let's talk.